This is Real Real going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome to the 29th edition of Real to Real, presented by Lubbock ISD TV. I am Micah Pappas, a junior from Lubbock High, and we have a lot on the docket for today's show, as we start with some local news here in Lubbock ISD. Over at Honey Elementary, students had the opportunity to hunt Easter eggs. These eggs were filled with coins to count for questions about money. They used this fun activity to review their money lesson as they prepare to take their test in math class. That looks too fun. And across the street at O.L. Slayton, the Knights are the only middle school in Lubbock ISD to have an ACE program. The Texas ACE program provides no-cost activities before and after school for students. The Knights have gotten hands-on learning from industry professionals in the plumbing field and the electrical field, and so many other work industries. No doubt this is a great program for the middle schoolers at O.L. Slayton.
And the mission behind ACE is that we improve academic achievement in our kids, that we improve their attendance as well as their behavior. Not all schools have ACE, but all schools in Texas have the opportunity to apply for an ACE grant. It is a crazy awesome program. But I wanted to get across, it's challenging though, there's no doubt it's challenging, but it's so wonderful. I wish every school had an ACE program, you know.
And keeping it with the middle school ranks, the Evans Eagles had a wonderful evening earlier this week as they hosted their Avid Family Night. The students did a wonderful job of showcasing their favorite parts about the Avid program and teaching their families all about it. And they did interactive presentations and multiple team-building activities. A huge thank you to Caleb Galbraith for capturing this footage on the fun night for the Evans Eagles. These Eagles were out of this world at their spring pep rally this past Friday. The Eagle cheerleaders did an amazing job organizing such a fun event, and you can tell everyone involved was having fun, from teachers to Lubbock ISD TV police officers. Speaking of fun, Lubbock ISD had over 150 students competing at Skills USA in all kinds of different contests. All in all, we had 8 state winners that punched their ticket to nationals, and for us, we had 2 teams get 3rd place at state and 1 individual contest get 2nd place. Those team contests were broadcast news and digital cinema production. And today we showcase our 3rd place in the state digital production film by Caleb Galbraith and Emma Feist.
I still haven't finished that assignment.
Take it from a professional procrastinator. I always wait until the last second to do my work, and it usually works out.
Whatever you say. Oh, shoot. I forgot I had lunch with my mom today. I have to go. Sorry.
You're fine. Have fun. That's strange. Hi.
I have a package for Phoebe.
That's me, but I didn't order anything.
I don't make the rules, ma'am. Just sign here.
Okay.
Hello, and congratulations on being selected to participate in Project... My name is Caleb with Quantum Enterprises. The device you have received is the culmination of 27 years of quantum experimentation and testing in our labs by our dedicated researchers. Seriously, with this device, just ask and you'll receive. Of course, nothing comes for free though, so you legally consent to handling consequence yourself upon using the item. Thank you for your participation.
I can't believe I'm failing again. Do anything to pass.
Just ask and you'll receive.
It's so stupid. I wish I was passing all my classes. No way. I wish I had a cat. Oh my gosh! I can have anything I want.
Anything I want. I have to tell Georgina.
Are you satisfied with the product?
Who are you? How did you find my house?
Have you at least been made aware of the consequence?
What? What? Where'd he go? I know, it sounds insane.
Not just insane, Phoebes, impossible. And besides, your life is good the way it is. Shouldn't you just be grateful for the life you have?
Yeah, I guess. Georgina's right. I can't do this, it's wrong. I can't cheat my way out of life. I have to earn the things that I want. I wish that I could take all of my wishes back and that none of this would have ever happened.
I have a package for, Phoebe.
Oh, that's me, but I didn't order anything.
Oh, I apologize for the inconvenience. Have a nice day.
You too. Hey. Do you want to start a study group? Yeah. Oh, and also I was thinking about getting a cat, like a gray one.
Wow, that was a great short film. Congrats to all again on not just going to state, but medaling. That is commitment. And still to come on this edition of Reel to Reel, we have our second highlight reel, Play of the Week. And did you know that we have a soccer team in the 4th round of the playoffs? But first, we debut our new story series, Anytime, Any Beat. So make sure to stay with us, and we'll be right back with that and more, coming up after this short break.
For most people, the end of the year means burnout, but not here at Lubbock ISD TV. We're still going strong.
What time is it?
We're late! Oh, Caleb, come on! Okay, we're going live in 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome to Reel to Reel. I'm your host and anchor, Caleb Galbraith. It's great to see all of you again.
At Lubbock ISD TV, we're always trying to stay ahead of the curve. And that's why we're so excited about the new Anchor Cam.
Hello, and welcome into Reel to Reel. I'm Jared Owens.
And I'm Ethan Martina. Hey, Jared. We start out our fun fact of the day.
We think it would give our viewers an inside look on what we're seeing.
Did you know the first independent school district in Lubbock County was formed April 14, 1907, at a 10-mile radius which included the town of Lubbock?
We might have just changed the broadcast game.
Jared.
And just when you think our show couldn't get any cooler.
Welcome back to Reel with hosts Lily Tony and Micah Pappas. Weather with Emma Feist. Sports with Cesar Montez. And trending now with Naomi Spears. Now, back to the desk as we continue our 29th episode of Reel to Reel.
Welcome back to Reel to Reel. Unfortunately, Lily couldn't be here today, but we're moving forward into the next block of the show full throttle, as Mr. Ward gave us all our own personal beat. Now, a beat is someone's focus while making stories. This will help each person make a unique story involving what they're the most passionate about. So let's take a look at our first story as Ethan takes us down to West Texas Raceway to show us how cars can form a special bond.
A Northern Tool Pressure one.
Here at the West Texas Raceway, people race to not only win, but to hone in their skills on the track. And this family sure has been racing for a long time.
20 years. Man, I've raced everything but a sprint car. So, I've raced a lot of limited mods, a lot of stock cars, a lot of stock car stuff, all over here, Dallas area and stuff. My dad raced the whole time I was growing up as a kid, so as soon as I was old enough to start racing and had enough money to go at it, we made it go at it.
20 years of racing will make some memories, but this season might be extra special.
This will be my first year racing with him. 14. 6 years. In 2019, 2020, that's when they brought the junior cyclones, and that's what I started in. And then 2021, I raced junior cyclones again, and then 2022 was factory stocks, and then this 2023 will be sport wads.
And despite being 14, this kid is ready to slide past the competition.
The main thing that's going through my head is if I hit my marks right. If I don't hit my marks right, I get upset a little bit, but then I blow it off going into the next corner. I just make sure I'm hitting my marks and passing people clean and easy.
No, this would just be just a short stop in a class for him, and then he'll move on to something different. Maybe next year, he might have to race the limited 2 years. I don't know yet. It just depends on how far he comes this year in it. So last year he raced factory stock all year, got Rookie of the Year. This year he'll race his limited. If he fares well and does fairly well, we'll move him up to a different class, give him some more speed.
For Lubbock ISD TV, I'm Ethan Martirena.
Ethan did a great job on that story. The West Texas Raceway season will get underway very soon. And up next, let's take a look at my beat. I was given the inspirational story beat, and so here's a preview for my story that will air in the coming weeks.
Hi, my name is Karina Lago Disier, and I will be playing Donna Anna in Mozart's Don Giovanni. I expected to go blind eventually. I got a few more years than I thought I was going to get, but I knew it was going to happen eventually. It's hard when you're the only person you know who has this sort of problem, because you don't know what kind of help you're allowed to ask.
The story was just too good, and I wanted to make sure that it's absolutely perfect. And we'll see her complete story and everyone else's in the coming weeks. Now, let's do a 180-degree turn on this newscast and send it over to Naomi, as she is standing by at the Trending Now set and has all the trending details. Naomi?
Thanks so much, Micah and Lily. I am Naomi Spears and have all the trending news from around the world. So, let's get started. A Brazil crime gave Phoenix police a real brain freeze. $3,500 iconic Dairy Queen spoon stolen. Nearly a week later, this man gave police the scoop. The stolen spoon was about 2 miles away in a field near a middle school.
They were extremely happy to see the spoon. I couldn't believe it, just sitting there in the schoolyard.
Parents at this sports day feeling the heat. That's Shelly Ann Fraser Pierce, one of the greatest sprinters ever. The 3-time Olympic gold medalist, leaving other parents panting during this sports run in the front of her son. After the race, Fraser Pierce posted on Facebook, "Every point counts, especially as she trains for next year's Olympic Games." You could say this baby was born for baseball, or more accurately, born because of baseball. The couple spent more than a year going through fertility treatments unsuccessfully. But at a Brewers game last April, they bought a raffle ticket and won $18,000. One more round of IVF is all it took to welcome Lil Foster into the world. To celebrate, they brought the baby back to the ballpark.
I think we will have an eternal connection to the Brewers, that's for sure.
A famous big cat sanctuary is shutting down. Carol Baskin's Florida facility featured in the Netflix show Tiger King is closing. Their 35 cats are moving to a sanctuary in Arkansas, and the land will be sold. The Baskins say the new facility has larger enclosures, and the cost to keep the animals there will be less. Vogue Philippines have unveiled its latest cover star, and incredibly, she's 106 years old. Apu Wangod is a tattoo artist from the mountain village of Buscalan in the Philippines. The centenarian is the oldest person ever to appear on a Vogue cover. Vogue Philippines say she represents what is beautiful about the Filipino culture. Dwayne Johnson went back to Hawaii to announce he'll return as a demigod Maui in the live-action version of the animated hit Moana. He'll also be a producer on the film, which is in development. Johnson says he's proud of his Pacific Islander heritage, including his late grandfather, a wrestler known as a Flying Hawaiian.
And I bring Maui to life. I'm doing it in the spirit of my grandfather.
John Travolta's iconic suite from Saturday Night Fever is up for auction. Fans of the classic 70s film have the chance to grab this piece of pop culture history later this month. The white three-piece suit worn by Travolta in the movie is expected to fetch up to $2,000. Actor Hugh Jackman says he may have skin cancer again, and he urges his fans to protect themselves in the sun. The 54-year-old has been treated for basal cell carcinoma several times, including in 2013, when he had a cancerous growth removal from his nose. He urges everyone to wear a sunscreen.
We will destroy the Mushroom Kingdom!
Bowser is coming.
I'm not afraid. I'll do anything for my brother.
And in the movies, a pair of plumbers find themselves transported to another world in the Super Mario Brothers movie.
It's a smart creative exercise when you can take something like this and actually imbue like a creative life into it that feels kind of intuitive but is actually like completely original and made up.
In the box office, Creed 3 is closing in on $150 million in domestic box office. The boxing pick made $5 million for 5th place. His Only Son, a Bible movie from the studio behind The Chosen, made $5.3 million in its opening weekend. Scream 6 also earned $5.3 million, tying for 3rd place. John Wick Chapter 4 slipped more than 60% in its sophomore weekend, but still took in $28.2 million for a 10-day total of $123 million. Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves debated on top with solid reviews and an opening weekend haul of $38.5 million. And that's your look at what's trending. I hope everyone has a wonderful Easter weekend. I'll send it back to the team at the desk.
Thank you so much, Naomi. I'm super excited about that Super Mario movie. They got a lot of big-name actors to be their voices, so it should be a good one. And you know what else looks to be good? For once, the Lubbock weather. Let's send it over to Emma Feist as she gives us our weather forecast. Emma?
Thanks so much, Micah. And I think we can all agree our weather has been ridiculous here in the South Plains. And this week looks a little better. We start with today, as our forecast is chilly this morning, but it's expected to get up to a high of 66. It'll be mostly sunny for today and the majority of this weekend. And as we look into the weekend, Friday we have a high of 61. It'll be mostly cloudy. Of course, it is still going to be up with winds of 10 to 20 miles per hour. As for Saturday, it's going to be a little warmer with a high of 73. With clouds that are few, expected to be sunny all day, with winds starting to slow down to 15 miles per hour. And let's focus on Easter Sunday. Sunday morning will be a cool start to the day, but warm in the afternoon. The high for Sunday is at 80 degrees with 12 mile per hour wind out of the south. So if the Easter Bunny makes it to your house, make sure there isn't any chocolate eggs because it's going to melt. And to our 7-day forecast, it'll be getting warmer throughout the week, as temps reach almost 90 degrees on Wednesday. But for once on the radar, we have light winds. The highest will be in the teens, but hardly any chance of rain. And for mostly every day this week, it's going to be sunny. So Micah, do you have any plans for this 4-day week? We have great weather for one.
Much for the weather report, Emma. And still to come on this edition of Reel to Reel, we send it over to Mr. Ward as he keeps it real on this 29th edition of Reel to Reel. But first, we head on over to the Sports Connection as we have Cesar Montez standing by. He'll cover it all in the world of sports. So stay with us as we'll be right back with more right here on Lubbock ISD TV.
Let's get rolling, Caesar. Come on, Caesar, you can't keep up? Okay, Caesar, I promise that was the last time.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Let's get on the road and tell some stories.
Catch all the on-the-road stories running every day on Lubbock ISD TV.
Last year, our second-year students taught our teachers about social media. So this year, we decided to revisit.
And you just snapped. You know, you can start a streak by doing that.
A streak?
It's where you continuously snap someone every day.
Can I set a streak of my dog? My dog is much cuter than this dog.
Am I live? Like Facebook Live?
What's the story?
Hey, I moved over to TikTok.
At least you know how to say it.
Look like there's progress being made.
The following was pulled from the LISD TV archives.
It's our job to educate the first-year students on how to be journalists. It's kind of like our training camp.
In 3, 2, 1.
Read those scripts. Read those scripts. I see you back there. Read those scripts. Read those scripts. Get that blood flowing. Think scripts. Think scripts. Camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2. Type those stories. Type those stories. Check those sources. Check those sources.
Anything to do our jobs better, we're all for it.
Give me energy. Give me energy.
Cesar Montez with your sports highlight reel. Playing soccer with your feet is one thing, but playing with your heart, well, that's another. And right now, our Monterey boys soccer team is showing how big their heart is. This video comes courtesy of Lance Leonard, and it's Monterey sealing their 1-0 victory over Palo Duro. It was an intense match where Monterey scored late in the first overtime, ending the season for a super Palo Duro team. The Plainsmen have given up 5 goals all year and are headed to the regional tournament for the first time ever. Congrats to them. And over on 34th Street, the Coronado Mustangs are celebrating a direct title for their boys golf team, as they won the District 4 and 5A. Preston, the friend, won gold. Ben Browser took 3rd place, and Dylan Ivy, as well as Cole Cantrell, were in the top 10, so they made the all-district team. Congrats to the Mustangs. And staying at the Coronado, head football coach DJ Mann has been named a nominee for the Beyond the Game Award. This award is presented annually at the THSCEF Leadership Summit to an individual who has impacted their team, school, and community through their passion and commitment to coach beyond the game. And did you see this? Estacado head coach William Blaylock tweeted this out. The Matadors are going to be coming out in style next season. He wanted to thank the people who sponsored, donated, and helped take care of the football student athletes.
Texans fans, this is Isaac Alonso, head quarterback. The Longhorns go 1-2. Run day and 3.
And the highlight reel play of the week happened down in Austin in front of over 51,000 fans. Lubbock High graduate Isaac Alonso won the Texas Relay 5K, and then the next day he became a 2-time champion after winning the mile race with a time of 4:02. That's fast, and like they say, once a Westerner, always a Westerner. Congrats to him. And Micah, that's really cool, but there is no way that I could run a 4-minute mile. Could you?
There's absolutely no way I could. He's an elite runner, and that's why he's seeing some shining success there.
He graduated in 2021, so he's got a long career there. I hope he continues to shine.
Thank you so much, Caesar.
You bet.
And still to come on this edition of Reel to Reel, we keep it real with Mr. Ward. He always has something positive to say. And with us getting third in the state in 2 events and a silver in another, I think I know what he's going to talk about. And you won't want to miss that as we wrap up our 29th episode right after this.
Of course, we all love fantasy football around here, but once a year, there's a group of students that play fantasy, Lubbock ISD TV.
You know what? I'm taking Galbraith for my first pick. That guy really has an on-air presence.
Oh man, Ethan. That might be the steal of the draft. He is good.
I had him as an up-and-coming star. More like a superstar.
Is there pressure? Oh yeah, tons of pressure.
There's my guy. Good luck on your show today. Well, there goes my chances of winning fantasy this year. Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Bella Very Good. Today, I'm going to be filling you in on the latest classroom gossip in our audio-video class.
Bella, come on.
Bella is really into her YouTube channel and personal projects. Maybe just a little bit too much.
In 3, 2, 1. Bella, you're on.
Okay guys, so I'm literally behind the scenes. This is our set. I'm obsessed.
Bella?
I love our set.
Hey man, thanks for letting me borrow your tie for the show.
No problem. Ooh, it's soaked.
Yeah, it was a struggle out there today. I mispronounced so many names. And next up, we have, Abigail? Oh my gosh. Hey, do you have any extra dress shirts I can use for next show? This shirt's a little too wet. I don't know.
No.
Welcome back to Reel to Reel, only on Lubbock ISD TV. This week on Keeping It Real, we're officially done with our competition season. And man, I must say, I'm so proud. You see, we just got done competing at Skills USA State, where we came back home with a ton of medals for technical tests and 3 big plaques. We took bronze in broadcast news production, 3rd in digital cinema production, and 2nd place in prepared speech. That's hashtag big time. Our students worked hard all year and it paid off. Last year we finished 16th and 14th in broadcast news. And this year we captured 3rd at the state. We're back-to-back bronze medalists in digital cinema production. And then the voice of Reel to Reel, Gary Regner, got 2nd place in prepared speech. Everyone worked hard all year to achieve everything that they did, and I'm so proud of them. But now with contest season in the rearview mirror, I now challenge my students to continue to grind and finish the school year strong. We're less than 7 weeks out, and I'm excited to see them step up. Send it back to our team at the desk.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ward. And thank you so much to our audience for tuning in on this week's edition of Reel to Reel. Our morning class will be back next week with more stories from our project called Anytime, Any Beat. But until then, we hope you stay happy and healthy.
Executive producer Carson Ward. Technical director Sienna Villa. Teleprompter Xavier Guzman. Audio with Hunter McKenzie. Pro presenter Caleb Galbraith. Camera 1 Nathaniel Steele. Camera 2 Abigail Garcia. Floor manager Bella Christodoulou. And at the desk Lily Tony and Micah Pappas. Weather with Emma Feist. Sports with Cesar Montes. Trending Now with Naomi Spears. And of course, your voice of Reel to Reel, Gary Regner. Produced by Devin Ward.
This has been a production of the students and staff at Lubbock ISD TV.